Okay, Pops.
Okay, Zach.
We got a fun one in store. We filmed ourselves just a couple seconds ago. I did, the things that you're not supposed to do when you greet a salesperson. We're now going to watch ourselves, and you're going to teach us the right way to do things, or at least call out what was wrong about it.
Okay, I can do that.
And if you're interested,
Yes.
yourautoadvocate.com. Think about becoming a member. We're here to help.
Yeah, because you know what? We have the world's greatest bundles available at www.yourautoadvocate.com, and you don't need the www when you put it in your address bar.
It's pretty incredible what you're learning.
Yeah.
Headphones on?
Okay. Must have caught me in the break room. Hi, welcome to Gotcha Motors. I'm Ray, and you are?
Dad? Okay.
Yeah.
You see that Subaru Outback?
That one?
That one?
Yeah.
$500, no more monthly payment. I want it.
Okay, cool. Let's go over to my desk.
Okay, so let's break that down, Dad.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
All right, let's break down specifically.
Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Yes,
What did I do wrong?
everything.
All right, so break it down.
Okay. Well, first of all, you had me, this short, fat, balding guy, confused with your father.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the first thing. You know, but I felt flattered that your father and I look alike.
Yes.
Yeah. The second thing you did wrong was you said, see that Subaru Outback over there? Get me that for $500 a month, and I'll buy it. What's the challenge here for the salesperson?
Yeah, and the other thing is, if I say explicitly what I want my monthly to be,
Huh?
could be finance, could be lease.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, that price.
Yeah.
And you used to have customers come in and do that.
Don't worry. I'll show you how this is going to go when we get to the sales desk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the takeaway here is,
Yes. The takeaway here is you're supposed to keep your cards close to your vest as the customer, and you're supposed to remain unemotional. So please don't ever walk into a dealership and say to your salesperson, "You see that car over there? Get it to me for X payment, and I'm in." Okay, you're
Yeah.
going to get taken advantage of.
work the out the door number.
Always.
Yeah, which is the opposite of the monthly payment amount.
If you work in the monthly payment, you have no idea what the car is being sold for.
Okay, let's look at clip number 2.
Okay, I can't wait to see clip number
Do you remember filming it a couple
I
minutes ago?
don't.
You don't?
No, I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Good.
Yeah.
That'll be a surprise when we get to watch this in just a second.
So you loved it, didn't you?
The best test drive.
Oh my God, the car has
I bet.
it has everything in your next new car that you want. doesn't it?
I want all of it.
Oh my God. And Zach, let me ask you.
These questions that you're about to get into, and that first one actually, that was a leading question.
Of course.
This new car has everything you want, doesn't it?
Yes, of course.
So be prepared if
Yeah.
you're out there and you're doing a test drive.
Yeah.
There's these set of. Well,
Yeah.
all right, I'll shut up. We can get into it in a
Yeah.
second.
Really important question.
What's for dinner?
Well, that too. But assuming, I don't think we're still going to be here at dinner because I don't think it's going to take all that much time. But assuming for a moment that we can work out all the details to your satisfaction, I'm guessing you'd want to go home in your new car today, wouldn't you?
I love the test drive. I want to buy it.
Okay, let's go. Why don't we go over to my desk?
Back to your desk?
That's my favorite.
Is it over here this time?
It is. It's right over here. Yes, very nice.
I liked your walk in that one. Felt a little more natural.
I thought it was more made up than the first one. More exaggerated.
Okay, so walk us through the questions that you asked there, and then the questions that are typically asked after a test drive.
The questions that I used to train my salespeople to ask, and you wouldn't go on to the second question until you got a yes on the first question. You loved the way the car drove, didn't you? If they say yes, then you go to the second question. If they say no, then you do a little digging and find out what it is that they didn't love. But in this case, you loved it.
Loved it.
Okay, so we're going to the second question, which is, this car's got everything in your new car that you want, doesn't it?
And I said, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Sign me up.
You say yes to that, then we go to the third question. You say no to that, then we would dig a little deeper to find out what's missing so that we can find the car with the right stuff. And the third question is, assuming that we can work out all the numbers to your satisfaction, I'm guessing you'd want to go home in your new car today, wouldn't you? At which point you said yes, which then becomes imperative for the salesperson to get you over to his desk.
Yeah, and then what you're doing there is probably you're penciling the deal. We've done videos on the Foursquare, things like that.
Well, what we're going to do there, okay, as
maybe we should do it. Yeah,
with you as the customer, what we would do there is so. Zach, let me just make sure I understand everything here. So assuming we can keep the payment at $500 a month for this Outback,
yeah,
you'd want to go home with it today, correct? Just out of curiosity, if 500 up to what?
I mean, 520 would be fine.
Okay, so if we're somewhere between 500 and 520, you're going home in your new car today, correct?
Yeah.
And, typically, banks are looking for somewhere between 20 and 25% cash down. They want to see some participation from the customer so that they can make sure that the customer is in a quasi-equity position after they drive out. So, knowing that we're looking at a $30,000 car, 20% would be $6,000. So were you planning on putting $6,000 or more down?
And just to press pause there for a second.
Yeah.
The way that you put it on the bank. The bank likes to see this.
Yeah.
The bank. It's not me. It's not the dealership.
It's the bank.
6,000 or more.
Or more. Yeah. Were you planning on putting $6,000 or more down?
I could do 6. I really don't want to go much higher than that.
Okay. And if you had to up to...
I mean, I don't want to go higher than 6, but if I had to do 7 or 7,500, I could.
Okay.
But let me talk to my wife.
At what point wouldn't you have to talk to your wife?
I don't have a wife.
Okay. So let me make sure I understand all the parameters correctly again. If you had to, you prefer to put $6,000 down, but if you had to, you'd go up to 7 or 7,500 in order to keep your payment between 500 and 520 a month.
And if it's what the bank needs to see to get me the best rate, that's fine.
Okay. So assuming for a moment that I'm able to do that, you're going to go home in the car today?
Yeah, get the paperwork signed up.
Okay,
lined
cool.
up.
Very cool. Now, at this point, I would go to my sales manager and I'd say, I got a flop sitting at my desk. Okay, here's the deal. He wants to put no more than $7,500 cash down. He prefers to be at $6,000, but he'll go up to $7,500, and he wants his payment $500 a month, but he's willing to go up to $520. I haven't discussed terms with him at all as to how long he would agree to finance. So my suggestion as a salesperson to you would be, let's pencil this deal with say $6,500 down at $540 a month for say 72 months, and let's see where that leads us. And at which point, if I came back to you and I said, Zach, great news. Great. I don't know how my sales manager got here. I really don't. I must have caught him in a really good mood today. Yeah. Okay, but with only $6,500 down, he can keep you at $540 a month for 72 months. That works, doesn't it?
Well, I told you I didn't want to go above 520. Can't you get me at 520?
Okay, let me ask you a question. If I get him to reduce the payment to the 520. Would that work for you?
I told you that's my number. Get me below 520.
So
500 to 520.
Okay, so I get you to 520 with the $6,500 down, and we're good to go.
I told you, make it happen.
Okay. Let me go back. I'll confirm it with him. I'll be back in a minute. Zach, great news. He really surprised me this time. I got you to $519. How about that? Okay, he actually went under your max payment. And we're at $6,500 down, $519 a month just for 75 months.
It's a strange loan term, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it helped us get to the payment where you wanted to be.
And now I'm sure some people, let's jump out of character. I'm sure
Okay.
some people watching this are thinking to
Yes.
themselves, people don't go into the dealership and act like that.
Bullshit.
They do.
Yeah, all the time, every day. You know, we just did a.
Especially because there's the pressure on you as the buyer. You feel this pressure.
Well, I was just going to reference the Nick Wavy
We did a
video
reaction
that we,
video,
that
yep.
we recently did. Where Nick just made his intentions fully known. And got taken advantage of because he did that. You made your intentions fully known. I pushed you. The salesperson pushed you on your monthly payment goal.
You led the conversation to exactly what information you needed to know to then take advantage of the deal, make it as advantageous for
yes.
yeah.
And because you're strictly a payment buyer, okay, you have no idea what we're selling the car for. You haven't even asked. All you care about is what that payment is, and I got you under the $520 a month.
Yep.
That I had pushed you to $520, but I got you under the number I pushed you to. I got you $500 over what you really wanted to put down.
Yep.
And I extended your term to 75 months in order to get you at that payment. But my God, you're going to go home a happy camper in your new Outback, and I'm going to book my month-long vacation in the Maldives. You know, I've always wanted to
go to the
spend
Maldives, yeah.
a week or so or a month in one of those over-the-water rooms, and now I'll be able to.
Well, I'll try my best to.
But do
yeah.
the math real quick. If we do 75 months at $520 a month, $519 a month, I mean that's a huge amount of money
an insane
after you've
amount of
put $6,500
yeah,
down.
these numbers are nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
But at many dealerships, that's the way salespeople are trained. In that most people are payment buyers. They're nothing more than that.
So let us know if you've made it to this point in the video. Let us know in the comments down below. Do you want to see the reverse of this? And what I mean by that is literally the same exact setup, because this is where we film in our kitchen.
Yeah.
But I'll be the salesperson, and my dad can be the buyer.
Yeah.
And he can do the negotiation the way you should do the negotiation. And hell, that I think
I can show you how to set
the
parameters, how to take control as the buyer
Let's
as
do that.
opposed to the salesperson.
Comment down below, but we're going to do that right after
We're
this.
doing it
I'm
anyway.
changing my shirt so it looks like it's a different day, but we're doing it, damn it.
I'm not changing my shirt because you get more than one customer in a day, and well, now I'm going to be the customer.
I like this.
Yeah, I'm going to come in. I'm going to look like the schlubby customer.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah,
and if people do want to get a good, fair car deal,
yeah.
where should they go?
You don't need the WW, but go to yourautoadvocate.com, check our bundles, find out how we can help you level the playing field when it comes to getting your next car.
Damn.
I can still do a good pitch.